The Turkish Airlines plane has landed, Razak. There it is in your shot. Landed just about 5 minutes ago. If we can pan to the right, you can also see that there were signs that the plane was just about arriving because a military hearse just came in as senior officials of the Ghana Police Service, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration all came in, and that's when we got to know that it was just about time. And if we go to our left just a bit, you can see that the family have also lined up and are waiting to receive the remains of their royal child. So if you're just joining us, this is the coverage of Christian Atsu's arrival. The remains of Christian Atsu, former Black Stars International, and for many, brother, friend, son, humanitarian philanthropist, and for some of us in the media, an absolute gem of a human being. So we'll be showing you pictures right now. Here are the VIP lounge, Terminal 2 of the airport.
Tracy B TV.
Abusia me mo akwa about the Mama Tracy B TV. Me gidi se trade am ponyankopon adom enti oho eye na areho ni mo na egusu ewo efa yenua bema Christian Atsu sabio ewue a eto no ewo Turkey enam eye asase wo so a esi oho no enti na be se America kra ni be 3 or 4 days ni monti yenka ewo channel we so adwuma no doso empanofo se wonfu doso aye ni nyina ye nyibi enjabi enti yitu kwan kakra ekobobo ehonko ye nyama bi ya babak nyame adom ya san bedu asumdwem na abusuan se on subscribe to Mama Tracy B TV bo modern so be subscribe na share na like for mama na afi yemedi nkomo emfa yenu abema Christian Atsu twasam ehon enti bo modern so be subscribe na share na like na what turn notification bell on edi amame na afi mahose me no mienu ana ye di dwumadi ewo Mama Tracy B TV channel we eso we are ko Facebook, Instagram, TikTok na follow Mama Tracy B enso ewo ho na afi me sampa waya adwuma nyina amana asi yesi ukun wa twaniti preko nti se wa subscribe yo ha bo modern so be ko follow yenso ewo ho na bibia enye kama abusia medin edo BPC na Kofi Asare wo mabontia fa me DJ Kontomre ene wo se fe me no wo forma yegusu ewo Atsu ensensem no so enam asase wo so esi wo Turkey ene Syria no enam se Atsu ewo Turkey nenti no the building na owo mu no eka sa building ne mene ye kan atiasefo eka ye ho enne ai techemada bodwum na moje drafisa na ye kasa ya yenua bema Atsu twasam enka ho enti no na ye wo se yetimi ehu ne se wabeso moman Ghana yi ti o se di ni wede eba for me hu sampa ade na asi no ahye na akoye dedem ama no awurawai sabi yenye busuani yenye ne ba anase yenye ne nua bat ohwe nya obeya mo man no ne ball ni papa na esanse atono na atorenchem kese edema oman no enyina abusia ma mentwa me homra na afi membobo mu enchiremu esanse yenua obeya Christian Atsu yede na abagana osi edi ho nkomo kakra betwa me ho basisia.
Yo Ghana, yo people, this your boy Posse GH. What you see na me kan for Mama Tracy B TV at the amount. MTB TV, MTB TV, Mama Tracy B TV or YouTube. Subscribe, subscribe. What do you say? Only me I don't endorse any quantity things for you. I only endorse only quality things for you. What do you say? If you call YouTube boy, Mama Tracy B TV, me say there, subscribe. Mama Tracy B TV, MTB TV. What do you say? I know the wow, subscribe. One can say wow, uni. Me need what uni talent. Mama Tracy B TV. Hona Binyani, my Papa Entertainment News. Everything is on there. Go there and subscribe to Mama Tracy B TV. I know what I pray about we need talent. We need more talent. Hey.
Abusia me koya maba. Enti yenko straight to asamna na yade ba no eso. Ena mdi kan se be ye mreka krani de monte yenka awo channel we so. Aha, se na mdi kan se unfuo do so ye ni nyina ye bi enja be sans unim nia ebetimi ma ono bae no abakase nti abusia ye dan ye ho kakra etwa ye ho ebae and etu kwan so kakra so ede kan ho nti afidi aba back abusia medin ede BPC na nakofi asa abusia maboncha fa me DJ Kontomri ana se ladies doctor na mejo se unuado ana eye yenko ye nuabe ma eye Christian Atsu twasam eye abrantia obobo yeka ball bofo oka ho bi ewo oman Ghana mu ha aha na yeka national team ana se Black Stars wabobi epen ana yeka club team ana se club teams we Chelsea Newcastle ne other teams akabia otimi ebobo bi ama na we ha otimi se ne football career no ogusu edeko nenimu anesa na say ne enua be ma ne kosa ne contract ewo Turkey na osi na kan ewo ho as a club team edema team bia ewo ho na anche be on the 6th I think on the 5th of February na ye Sunday na no machi ade bechi eye Monday nti na ewura Monday ni mo ansa eye 6 February ana ade chi ye nyina ye da ye ade chi ye sori ye si asase wo so asi ewo ye Turkey ene Syria na Atsu build na owo mu no ekan ye asase wo so ne kan no nti ama eye build na Atsu ewo mu no adwiri agu ama sabi omahu bi ebi nso gusu hyase ebi nso afiri mu ebi yeyi bibi wo life na yesi ho Atsu ochina yesi nti news ni ba na yesi enua be ma Atsu eka ho nti news ni be security ebi se ye hunu ebi se ye hunu ebi se ye hunu ebi se ama ye nyina ye bompa ye ede eye otwen ene mpa bopa etwen se bi hu ye nua be ma Atsu na ogusu eti enkwam na anye die ni pape na osafo Awurade epenti no ye mpa ba ye boye nyina na Awurade tie nanso ni papa mu no ode ekowie bone ese Saturday e ba ya na afedie eye Atsu club na wo bono ne ni agent one no enamre beto ko se omahu Atsu nanso asamde enka ho ne se Atsu atimi atoa na nanom ewo nsiedoa wantimi ansurvive ewo eye asase wo so ya asi yi mu na unse Atsu enye Turkey ni ntino na oye Ghana ni ntino wo se Turkey aban ehwehwe na ode akwan egu akwan mu ana se emra egu akwan mu na ode Atsu eba ne krom ana se ne maya ofri so enti Saturday na ana omo ya ahoboa so mo de Atsu ebeba oman Ghana nti ni Sunday anwumre by 7:30 to 7:40 mo na Atsu etimi beduru eye Kutoka International Airport na baby edi Atsu ahye no ekire se eho ene edi nnuama sabi utu kwan eho ehia anase nnuama a wode kono ho ne edi gu no ene nipa da sane no ho ana ono so yede no kohye ye sanse ye kan ate asefo a ye home a Atsu enka ho bi na ayare ho sem kase pa eye de ma Ghana man ni nyina menka busuafo ne nko a Ghana man ni nyina obi biara even though ne yanyem no anase ogusu hye yefuma yenwo no se ne maame kredi are ho wo eye emrima eka no o yefum mu enti no akoyare ho sem kase pa na yenhwe ebra Atsu eye Turkey Airlines no edi no eba ebeduru eye Kutoka International Airport eye Kosiada no yenhwe video ni bi emra sisia.
The Turkish Airlines plane has landed, Razak. There it is in your shot. Landed just about 5 minutes ago. if we can pan to the right, you can also see that there were signs that the plane was just about arriving because a military hearse just came in as senior officials of the Ghana Police Service, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration all came in, and that's when we got to know that it was just about time. And if we go to our left just a bit, you can see that the family have also lined up and are waiting to receive the remains of their royal child. So if you're just joining us, this is the coverage of Christian Atsu's arrival, the remains of Christian Atsu, former Black Stars International, and for many, brother, friend, son, humanitarian philanthropist, and for some of us in the media, an absolute gem of a human being. So we'll be showing you pictures right now here at the VIP Lounge, Terminal 2 of the airport. I see Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia. That's the Vice President here as well. Kojo Nkrumah, Minister of Information, is also here. Representatives of the Turkish embassy are also here as well. The Turkish ambassador, I believe, is here. I see him also. Yeah, GFA is represented here. I see Alex Asante, Prosper Harrison-Ado, International Affairs and General Secretary respectively, also here. Senior members of the military also here. All here for one purpose, waiting to receive the remains of the player who featured prominently for Ghana at local and international level, Christian Atsu. It's been an interesting 2 days in many ways because it's from the international way, the way it's been covered in the global media. He's been covered as not just a footballer, but as the humanitarian that he was, because his works did not extend to just those he helped in Ghana. Interestingly, apparently in the short time in Turkey, he's also been helping people just like we know he's been doing here. Through his partner in England, apparently he's been having charity activities, especially in Newcastle, which is why the club has taken a keen interest in all of this as well. Behind me, hordes and hordes of Ghanaian media and also representatives of global media. BBC are here, CNN are here, SuperSport are here, those are DWTV are also here. Those are some of the international. CCTV is also here at the moment. And then, of course, the biggest Ghanaian television stations and radio stations also here as we speak. So, in terms of activity, we are not quite sure what the protocol will be once the body has, been recovered from the Turkish airline aircraft. However, we do know that there will be a short speech. So you see that not a podium, but a microphone, a long microphone of sorts has been mounted just in front of the VIP lounge. We believe that the Vice President will be making a submission. The Ghana Football Association are also expected to make a submission, and then a family head, we are told, will also speak if they are so inclined. We were told that there might be just a little traditional rites observed just to receive the body from, you know, as it were, from the plane. We are not sure exactly what it will be, but that's why we are here. We'll show you as much as we can. So Razak, sorry to have broken into your transmission, but that's what is going to happen here at the airport, and I'm sure we'll be starting our own live transmission pretty shortly as you wrap up on the news.
Yeah, so that's Gary Smith there, and of course we'll bring you up to speed on all that will be happening at the Kotoka International Airport. And in the studio is Mufti Nabila, and he'll be here also with me. Mufti, we're looking forward to pretty much everything that will be done to receive the body of
Christian Atsu.
Yeah.
I do recall that listening to his wife, the wife said that he spoke to the case on Saturday. And I'm thinking that unbeknownst to him and the case, and even the wife, those were just a goodbye message they exchanged. And pretty difficult to lose a loved one. On Sunday, Normal Life was on. He scored. This is a man who has brought joy to the homes of millions of people. And if he has brought joy to the millions of people, and interestingly, if you take a look at that final goal that he scored and the celebration that accompanied that strike, it tells you a lot about the kind of person Christian Atsu was. I hold a position that he was larger than football. And if he was larger than football, because joy is actually something no one can buy. And when he scored that goal and the excitement, the cheers, so everything.
That was the last goal he scored?
Yeah, it was on Sunday. And
free kick?
A free kick. And in fact, he had a scheduled flight, because I've had the privilege of speaking to his agent over and over again. He had a scheduled flight to leave to the UK. It was scheduled to leave at 11 p.m. He cancelled it after scoring this goal. And because he was excited. He wanted to have some party. Then by 4 a.m., the earthquake happened. And unfortunately, he lost his life in it. He joined the thousands of people who have died. Pretty difficult for anyone who has known Christian Atsu, both at close range and even far. Just sometimes you think that some of these things, they're happening far away from you until it hits you at close range. And that is what we are all experiencing right now.
Interesting. Well, Mufti Nabila is going to be here, and for the next minute or so, we'll bring you up to speed on all that will be happening at the Kotoka International Airport. Well, so Mufti, I mean, we also understand also that, of course, it's been almost 11 to 12 days that the search for him.
In fact, this is now the 14th day.
The 14th day
since the incident happened, and trust me, we're all very hopeful.
Yeah, we're hopeful.
Because
news did break that he had been found.
And in fact, that day I spoke to his agent. And he told me that they were going to look for a hospital he's been taken to. That was when later, and I was just getting ready to go and do news night when I spoke to his agent, and he told me that they were going to the hospital to find out which hospital he had been taken to.
Yeah.
Only for him to get back to me and say that no, unfortunately, Christian Atsu has not been found yet, and he was still under the rubble. It's just pretty difficult to comprehend.
It was difficult because, I mean, I went out to the street of Accra to gauge the mood after the news broke. He was found.
I did the two stories. I did those two stories. I did the two stories, and the reaction from the general public that he's been found. So when I spoke to his agent, he told me no, he's not being found. So I was caught in the web because in fact, I told Benaya that no, his agent is telling me that he's not been found. So that story, we cannot do it. And then he was like, no, they say he's been found. I said, so hang on.
We have to find a way.
We have to find a way out. We have to do the two stories. So we did both stories on Prime. And I recall very well after that, I got in touch with the agent again, and he told me that the club is saying it was a mistaken identity.
Yeah.
And that was really, really difficult for everyone to comprehend.
It really
because
was difficult.
it happened in the space of 11 hours or 12 hours. Because a player, a Christian Atsu, I'm struggling to appreciate how you would mistake him for a different person, and it's pretty difficult.
It's definitely difficult. Of course, we also live on Joy 99.7 FM. We'll get back to.
We're also on the Joy Prime channel. We are live on the Joy Prime channel as well, because we're all picking the same feed. Let's go back to Kotoka right now and speak to my colleague Gary Alsmith, who is on the ground. Gary, what has been happening so far since you came back to the studio?
From Christian Atsu.
Right. Razak, thank you once again. So, just as you were speaking, Francisca Ashite Odunting, the Ghana's representative in Turkey, who has been in the news, giving us updates about what was being done to help get Christian at the time that he was declared missing. She has arrived. She arrived in the company of George Free, former Ghana Football Association vice president as well. So you can see her in your shot on her phone. So if we can also, so the family are also being readied by the military to move forward and receive the body as well. And just in front of us, there seems to be what the casket will be placed on after it's brought from the cargo hold. That's what you see right in front of you with the Turkish Airlines in your shorts. So I think the military put that down, and then there'll be sort of orderly transition from the plane and then brought down here. The family receive it, there'll be a few speeches, and then it will be done. Difficult scenes here for everybody involved here, because you move from knowing Christian Atsu as a player, a youth player for Cheetah FC. He was scouted by Dutch scouts. It was somewhere around 2010. His club refused to sell him because they believed that he was more expensive than was being offered. Eventually, the offers that came were too good to say no to, and I recall FC Porto brought in an improved offer, for the skillful young man. Then he went to Portugal, delighted all of us, and then the rest was, of course, history. When Kwesi Appiah got to hear of him, yesterday we spoke to Kwesi Appiah on Joy FM, and he detailed the process of how he was told about Christian Atsu, how he was told about the boy, and how he went to watch him. And then the first day he watched him, he decided, this boy needs to be in my national team. Because remember, following the 2010 World Cup, and then 2011, Ghana was in transition. 2012 AFCON, Ghana had gone to the latter stages, but not won. The coach upon coach was looking for something, a spark, to take the team to the next level. And Kwesi Appiah said yesterday that he believed that Atsu was one of those who could have helped him. So he made his debut against Lesotho in the Kumasi Stadium, in the game that has become known infamously as the Heads Must Roll game. What was his name again? The former aide of President, the late President Mills.
All right, Abuja, for a video no na yakohwe edi abano na ho se arehosam eyi pa uno besi obehwe video ya na re enho enipa da senia or kwa offer business class economic rampo ompe but eneno maybe I de baller and as bags egu is answer utu kan ho ne edigu no ene ho ne edi nipa da seni asha ye de neighbor nipa yenkwan yetia nti na benefo se dimpa yesene ahonyade ohwese ne obia esu tanka tubeti meba nkomena na me papa wo ye de bo awisia na so se na me kan se ehi ne nipa pe eno no se for ade penalty no Atsu ntimi ama meka yensa na mo yedi na mu no na eba oman Ghana nti emu no na eye Turkey for ede abre oman Ghana na yenso yaso mu pa nti ye mabusafo nyina yakọ na ohwe ne pictures ni bia ohun sampa Ghana flag ana yedi atwa eye ne adaka yedi retumu ede baaye no se ampa ekire se o Ghana ni ohwe a esu aso na ekoso ewo eye airport so no ma se obi edi areho obi etwa radio to sampa ade no aye areho de ma Ghana abusia subscribe na share na like efa mame na ensamre de edoso yedi bebre na na beba update minim se ebi di videos we abadeda yenso esanse YouTube point afa ni aba yenso enu edi hu enkomo ti bomode na hwe na like na subscribe efa mame makrao bye bye.
Jadie yesudi na wa mohu dawura ese de yesa bio wote sumu no wase mu na ye be hwehwe wo se de yan nyade yehu enu nti me kanfo eye mama Tracy BTV eja say ya shop say ye day jadie bibia wo ton bia na program bia wo ye bia wo pese obohu dawura mama Tracy BTV ene ba bia me kanfo ede amon say ye betimi aye adwuma papa ede amon enu nti no hwe number na etwagu e wo screen ene no bomodin so be fa number no na wafre empani ene obekasa enhye de bia wo ho bia no bibia ededa form bokwa yatese so ediamantu from a omo obekasa hye bia wo ho bia no mde beto wonim na mo so niam na woton no yetimi ayeden abohu dero edi hu adanse pa ediamantu bomodin yen wo twen de yen fa number no na frasisi ane ene onidwa.
Tracy P TV.